Oh my god! It's a Twin Blades variant. There's a Maelstrom on the backside. Phantom's picking up more kills, finds Andrew as well as a triple. Oh, look at Tahaka. Finds the Abathur top lane 6. Great Ring of Frost connecting onto 4 members. We might have a comeback for the ages. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Will they be able to escape? ETC does fall. What a counter attack by Regen Red, and he's gonna barely get away with his friggin' teleport ability. Holy shit! That was really spicy. Ladies and gents, welcome to Heroes Lounge Division S, partnered up with NGS for this qualifier round and throughout the Division S this year in 2019. I'm your host, Murda. Tonight we got a round 2 action starting off here in our qualifier number 2. I have teams ready in lobby. They're asking if I'm ready, so I'm just going to go ahead and tell them I am. Hopefully you guys are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, we have CGL Black up against Order of the Sleeping Dragon here in round number 2. Both teams received a bye in that opening round tonight, so they're through. Didn't have to play a map and already getting to see some round 2 action. Going to help them collect some points here in this qualifier. Of course, we have 4 qualifiers for this North American bracket. Winners of all 4 of those will advance directly through to Division S. We already had 1 qualifier last week. Lost Boys, congratulations to them. They're through, they're in. A bunch of teams this week still looking to find their place inside Division S for 2019. And both these teams tonight, they're looking to get started up against each other. CGL Black, they had the first ban in this. They're going to get rid of Sylvanas. And then on the other side, OSD now getting rid of Maiev, who has really turned into one of the strongest heroes in the game. Last week on full display, we were following around multiple smiles for a while. They played a lot of it. I do want to say thank you in chat, Ektar, for wishing me to feel better. I've been really sick this week. I'm trying to hang in there. Right now I feel okay. If my voice starts to go during the cast, you know why ahead of time. I'm trying to hang in there for you guys, because I know you want to see these games. I know there's a lot of OSD fans out there. CGL Black getting their own following as well. Garrosh and Zeratul banned away before CGL Black decides to pick up their first hero of the game. It's a tank, and it is the Crusader, Johanna. My favorite tank. Very popular, very versatile. And has some new little tricks in the bag as well with her kit. On the other side, though, we do see Diablo and Hanzo picked up first here for OSD. And I like Big Red. And anytime you can see Hanzo, and we are on Volskaya Foundry, which I did forget to mention, but you guys can read at the top of your screen. It is Volskaya. Hanzo pretty good here. I think his point control, the way he's able to poke it out with those scatter arrows, and really lead an engagement along with Diablo with that dragon arrow, I think will be a fantastic tool for them. But it's going to have to be up against an Alarak and up against this Thrall just selected now by CGL Black. Options, 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 but very melee heavy, deciding to go with 2 melee assassins here in their 2-3 pick. Is there opportunity here for OSD to counter this and really make them pay for deciding to go so melee-centric with their comp? These bans will really start to tell that story as OSD is on the clock with 3 seconds left to make their decision. Still no support on the side of CGL Black, but instead they decide to ban away the Malthael, one of the strongest solo lane heroes in the game currently. But I'm a little curious about that because, I mean, they're already showing the Thrall and Alarak each could possibly play in the solo lane. Of course, we don't know to this point. Let me mute my phone before we get any further in this. But we don't know. One of those could be solo lane, so then is Malthael just a wasted ban there? I don't know. But of course, they haven't shown what their final damage would be, assuming a ranged damage. Blaze, the final ban here in this match. This one by CGL Black. And now we're looking at picks number 3 and 4 for OSD, the team that I've followed very closely over the past couple of years since I really started casting. And we're going to get to see Arthas and Ariel jump out now. So Arthas presumably for that off-lane matchup. And Ariel, currently missing a battery. I suppose you could use the Hanzo as one. Definitely not one that you would normally see as her battery, but I trust OSD, and what they're going with here is still one pick remaining for them as well to see if they want to add something to it. There's that ranged assassin for CGL Black. It's Orphea, the newest ranged assassin in the game, and they're going to pair it up with support. It's going to be Malfurion, the Druid. So there's all 5 heroes for CGL Black. Now we're waiting on the final hero to be picked in this game, and it's for OSD. Whew. What do we got here? 3 seconds for them. I'm expecting something to pair with Ariel. And it's just going to be a mage. It's going to be Jaina, which I really don't think is that battery. So I guess now it's just the Hanzo. So chat, help me out here. Who do we think is going to win this matchup? Go ahead and get your keyboards out in chat. Type hashtag CGL if you're here rooting for CGL Black. And if you're here rooting for OSD, I want to see hashtag OSD in chat. I'll take all your votes. I'll add them up. We'll have some fun with it. I'm pretty split down the middle with these 2 drafts. I think control-wise, I like what OSD has, mentioning that Hanzo earlier. However, if at all possible, CGL Black getting on top of OSD at any point in this matchup, the engagement tool, the lockdown with this Malfurion, this is a lot of damage on top of you. If the melee can get there, Alarak can do a tremendous job shutting things down. But it's got to happen, and there has to be that engagement tool started up probably by a Sunder of Thrall. So we'll see really what the Thrall is going to do, and maybe a Johanna Bless Shield. But that's the options there for CGL. Let's load into this game and introduce who we have, ladies and gentlemen. On the left-hand side, we got triple C4 on Malfurion, Ice X on the Johanna. We have Ray going to be playing the Orphea, YOLO on Alarak, and down in this bottom lane, looks like Tempest will be playing Thrall. Ladies and gentlemen, CGL Black. And over on the right-hand side, we got Shot playing Diablo, Treebeard on Hanzo, Elhaim on the Ariel, Epic Player on the Arthas, and rounding it out on the Jaina, it's Enigmatic. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Order of the Sleeping Dragon. Alright, level 1's up. I know you guys want to see him action here at mid. All 10 players are currently here. Shot leading the way with that Fire Stomp. Yo, looking for something. Nothing quite cooking yet for Alarak. Plenty of clear going to come out from these mages throughout the game. Jaina, of course, with that Blizzard. Orphea doing plenty of damage with her kit as well. But as a fight's breaking out here, Diablo flipping Ray. That's Orphea into that root of Malfurion. Actually, that was a friendly root. It wasn't caught in the root. It just looked so perfectly timed. I assumed OSD had it running up at the Diablo there. Let's look down bottom. Arthas going to beat up with Thrall here in this bottom lane. As we are going to be following the action here in the 4-man. Root's going to connect that time onto Hanzo, but no stacks yet for Malfurion. Still only level 1 for each of these teams. Sentinel just now spawning. That support camp is alive and kicking, but this early, I don't suspect either team going to be hopping in that robot anytime soon, looking for that biotic emitter. So continue following this action as the camps are starting to be looked at down the bottom side of the map. Elhaim and Treebeard here on their Ariel and Hanzo respectively, working down the first fortification camp of the game. Over on the left-hand side, we got Alarak and Malfurion working down the one here for CGL Black. It's going to be a little bit behind OSD, but they should be able to get that uncontested back in the action bottom lane. Arthas still clearing it up. Got a little help from Hanzo and Ariel there in that rotation. They're going to make their way up to the mid, see if they want to now go for this biotic emitter. Looks like that's probably the rotation OSD's looking for, and Elhaim getting right on top. All 5 members of OSD are here. Blizzard on top. Ice X gonna scout it out with Johanna. Showing up. CGL Black, 4 members here. Thrall making the rotation from bot lane. Still not here. Diablo on the point. Gets it, and the biotic emitter. Might have to drop it early here. He's gonna go ahead and charge Alarak, and he's down quick. Huge healing from Ariel. Hitting all 5 members with that one. Ice X now low. Blizzard on top. Getting rooted in. Orphea's low too. It was a single kill. Ends up being 3. OSD getting on the board early. 2 minutes and 15 seconds into this, finding a triple kill, a biotic emitter. And ladies and gents, they didn't even use the item Shot with so much discipline in the play, deciding to hold on to that biotic emitter, so they will have it in their control for control point A, which just got announced. 30 seconds for that, and OSD looking like an early one-level lead heading into control point A will be their outcome thus far in this match. Solid early game for OSD, and even in the bottom lane, you see Hanzo switching up with Arthas and keeping this Thrall back a little bit, but of course has to watch these rotations coming down and throws out that Sonic Arrow effectively. See if he wants to be a bit more patient now that that's expired. Camp's being taken up top by OSD. Here we go, pushing into the lane, and on the left-hand side, CGL Black going ahead to grab theirs. They should be meeting up as our players are going to be crashing over mid. Shot already on the point, starting the channel for OSD. Ariel's here, now Treebeard showing up. 3 members for OSD, still 2 up top. Appears as though they want to go ahead and clear out that siege camp pushing against them, so expect Shot and Elhaim to play a little bit safer for the time being. Hanzo not playing too safe up against Alarak. Yellow getting just a little bit of damage in on him in that little exchange. Elhaim low. Excuse me. Was able to pop a heal back onto himself, keeping himself supported a little bit. Now all 5 members of OSD are here with level 7s. And I'm going to throw those talents on your screen so you can see them while this fight's breaking out. Treebeard here, just finishing his redemption. He took a level 1, so he's ready to get going. Perfect timing for that to happen. Overtime situation. Still in control. OSD, no kills yet. Big charge on Alarak. YOLO getting flipped around and killed. OSD now 4 kills in this one. And that one, the most important so far, is they're going to go ahead and grab themselves their first Triglav Protector of the game. Even rooting in Orphea. She's dead in the bottom lane. And this is all Order of the Sleeping Dragon to this point. Jaina's inside the robot. Hopping inside is Diablo. Switching to the driver's seat. Arthas going to go ahead and grab the gunner. So a quick swap there. Enigmatic going to use the frost spells to do some sieging damage during this objective push. They're going to stay mid lane. Go ahead and put the Jaina up top for the time being. Still down below is Hanzo. So 3 lanes of soak currently for OSD, not missing a beat. And really trying to push their way towards level 10. And if they can get this passive XP push from this mid fort, that will really get them there. And there it goes. Diablo and Arthas able to seal the deal on that. It's only going to be 1 structure during this objective. But that one is really all they need, because, like I said, this XP lead right now, it's almost 2 full levels. Add in the passive bonus and a big whip there by Ariel. Diablo, the follow-up stun, and Thrall deleted. The only thing saving Johanna there was Iron Skin. Now bottom, this camp being started by OSD. Aggressive take here as they know they have this advantage with Thrall down. All 5 members in the vicinity. And indeed will secure themselves an enemy fortification camp. They will secure themselves level 10s, putting those up on the screen. Crystal Aegis, Fire Breath, the Lightning Breath rather. We have the Water Elemental. We got some Ghouls and Goblins. We got Dragon's Arrow. But really what they got is a huge lead. Really not too much in their way. Even getting another Biotic Emitter. Let me put on the mute button a sec. I got a cough coming. I just don't want to blast your eardrums out. Alright, appreciate you guys bearing with me. I'm getting over a cold this week, but there's a fight here in the bottom lane. Dragon's Arrow didn't really do much in that, unfortunately for OSD, but they are keeping Thrall pretty far back, and a flip, a Lightning Breath, a double kill. And OSD remains tenacious in these fights. It was 1 kill, and they suddenly turn it into 3, and a sieging opportunity on bottom keep wall. They're gonna get the entire thing down. Minion wave here. Are they gonna get greedy and go for this keep? I don't even think it's greed. With Thrall just respawning, still 3 seconds for Johanna, even longer for Alarak. They're gonna get a lot of damage onto this keep. Will they be able to finish it's the question. They're committing to it. OSD looking to finish it now. Can they get it done and keep their lives? Roots down by Malfurion, gonna keep Malfurion inside. Big pull there by Alarak, but now the turn by OSD, and that Blizzard from Enigmatic gets another kill now, 10-0 for Order of the Sleeping Dragon. 6 kills for Jaina, 2 for Hanzo. This is a bloodbath and an absolute stomp. 7.5 through on Volskaya Foundry, looking for their second Triglav protector of the game. Sorry, getting choked up on my short third again, but what an early lead. What an outstanding start. And I mean, they're even gonna be able to get this top wall on the fort as well. B's active in 10 seconds. Thrall gonna show up here to join in with CGL. But this is a full Talontier deficit for CGL. They're also down items. Currently, it's 2 biotic emitters and a turret for OSD. Nothing in the hands of Charity Gaming League Black. They have a huge hill to climb in this fight. And with the slows in your face from Arthas, up against all this melee, epic player, the perfect hero for this composition, or to fight up against this composition from CGL. Here's the combination, but a Crystal Aegis from Ariel prevents a lot of damage on Treebeard. He's got that natural agility over the wall, still survives. More kills for OSD. It's a triple, looking to make it 4 on Malfurion if they can chase this down. Triple C4. Not a lot of health left, but look at that Treebeard. Finishing it off with a scatter arrow. Technically, they give it to Enigmatic, but I saw the scatter arrow, Treebeard. I saw it. Diablo staying on the point, the rest of OSD pushing forward. Bottom lane, let's take a peek down there because they killed that keep before all this happened. 2 catapults have made their way all the way down here. As top fort finally did fall. OSD gonna look at another biotic emitter, and they still didn't use either of them. Shot holding one, Enigmatic holding onto the other. This is number 3 for OSD. Want to give a shout out in chat, J-Swole here. If you don't know J-Swole, he's the most swole in the Heroes of the Storm community. You can call him Jay, you can call him Swole, but if you're in my chat, you show that man respect. Much love to J-Swole. Thanks for showing up today, my man. Triglav just gonna march right past these keeps. They say we don't care, but they see Ray. Do they want Ray? Root gonna miss. Not quite enough extension on that talent. Damage gonna miss YOLO. Alarak surviving for now, pushing forward. OSD bottom lane. Alahim in the back. He's, of course, the support. Gonna neutralize this effort, but they're trying to get to him, but smartly staying back. Big root, big laser, big kill. And with Johanna down 24 seconds, they're gonna find another one of Malfurion. 16-0. Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed a clinic on Volskaya Foundry. OSD are gonna take it early. Just 10 minutes and 30 seconds into this, they're gonna clean sweep. 2-0 on the objectives and 16-0 in kills. Ladies and gentlemen, GG. OSD will take the lead in this set, a best of 3. They're up 1-0. All right, and here we are with the match summary brought to you by Nexus Gaming Series. Look at these numbers coming out from OSD. A perfect game, a shutout, call it what you will. 16-0. Huge kills coming out from Enigmatic. Hanzo in that redemption build, leading the way in hero damage and siege damage. Here's your talents. A 2 talent tier lead by the end. Level 16-12 by the time it ended in just 10 minutes and 33 seconds. We're going to take a short break heading into map number 2. Oh my god, J-Swole. J-Swole dropping the 5. Appreciate it, my man. Really, really appreciate it. We're going to be back in 3 minutes. You guys just shower J-Swole with blessings while we're gone. And I will be back shortly. Thank you for being here. And we're back, as promised. 3 minutes. I got teams here in our lobby number 2. Looks like it's going to be Battlefield of Eternity. And if we look at the way they have the draft set up, looks like this was the selection of CGL. I want to say thank you for all these follows coming in. Really, it's the players OSD hit me with that follow button. We got Shot, Epic Player, and Enigmatic all playing here in this matchup. Heading into our draft, it looks like Battlefield of Eternity was the selection. And we're entering this map with OSD up 1-0. Taking a quick one, a clinic, over CGL in map number 1 over on Volskaya. Sorry, I'm trying to write this down in my book. Hanzo. A lot of Hanzo. Picks and bans, doesn't matter, but he's banned out here. Strong on this map, even with the nerfs. Still strong from what I've seen. Diablo, the other bans. So these are 2 heroes so far that OSD wanted to play in map number 1, getting banned out here in map number 2. So CGL trying to target ban a little bit, maybe. It appears as though, but we're not 100% sure. But we're just going to throw that out there and take a guess. Zeratul was a ban in game, map number 1, or game number 1 if you want to call it that. It is going to be a ban here in map or game number 2, here for OSD again. Now ban number 2. The final of this top set for these teams. This one belongs to CGL Black. 10 seconds for them. They looked at the Sylvanas and Garrosh in game number 1 as their bans. This is Tyrande now taken away. And first pick Blaze for OSD. Means we're getting a new look. Some new heroes. Recyclic in chat, what's up? Arrow of the Storm in chat, what's up? Got some Regen Red members here. Huge shout out to Regen Red. Huge shout out to the entire Regen org. I know it's my Regen, but I mean, there's a lot of people who participate and play on behalf of Regen. And the shout outs for you guys. You guys keep Regen alive. I love you. I'm really excited to see Season 6 of NGS kick off, and all 3 of those teams, Regen Blue, Regen Red, brand new Regen Retro coming into play. Check them out. Johanna and Tracer picked for CGL, and then quickly it's the Ariel again. And you came here for it, and you're gonna see it. Enigmatic is gonna get to play as Luna, so that's gonna be fun. Let's write all these picks down. So we did see Johanna game number 1 from CGL. We're gonna see it here in game number 2, paired up with a Tracer though. A little bit different, a little different of a look. I'm a little curious why the Tracer though, because Ariel can kind of shut down that pulse bomb with Crystal Aegis, but oh, I guess the Ariel was picked after. Yeah, you know, Murda, when you're sick, sometimes you don't think straight. Garrosh banned out, and then, you know, you don't see it too often anymore, but anytime there's a Tracer, the Tassadar becomes a thought, and OSD just doesn't want anything to do with it. They take Tass away, and having that Ariel, I'm leaning towards this must be a Malfurion support pick again for CGL. They showed it in game 1. I think it pairs nicely with Tracer. Phoenix, Charazim, so completely different than what I think. Charazim, okay, so much more difficult. I want to say shout out to Arrow for the sub, appreciate it. Sorry for cutting you off when it popped in. I was falling behind on stuff going on in draft, and I had to catch myself up, but you know what, my man, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Zul'jin, D.Va. What? All right, D.Va's the pick. Don't know. I don't pick the heroes. I just tell you who they pick. It is going to be D.Va. Final selection. 10 seconds left. Remember, Battlefield of Eternity. They're looking for some sort of damage to help them out in this race. That Lunara is going to do a ton. Zul'jin going to do a ton. Double support. It's Lily. So CGL throwing a curveball here. Did not expect it. Charazim Lily. I thought just Melf. Just put Melf in. And then you get another It's Karazim Lili. So they can get damage out of both these supports. 7-sided strike. Water Dragon. Hello? You there? Alright, you seen the drafts. You saw game 1. Time for you to let me know in chat once again, who do you think's gonna win? Hashtag CGL if you're rooting for CGL Black, and hashtag OSD if you're rooting for Order of the Sleeping Dragon. I don't know. Double support? Double support! Double support. We got some lulz in chat from Treebeard. We don't know. No one knows. Okay? Question marks, question marks, question marks. They are trolling. Okay, I don't know. Chat, you guys are saying these things, not me. I don't know. We're here, though. Oh, camera going everywhere. Let me switch over scenes.
Prepare yourselves for battle.
And let's prepare ourselves for battle. On the left-hand side, we got Tempest up top playing the Lili, solo lane Lili. We got YOLO on the Phoenix, Ray on the Tracer, Ice X on Johanna, still back at bases, Triple C4 on the Karazim. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you CGL Black. And on the right-hand side, winners of game number 1, we got Shot on the Zul'jin, Elhaim on Ariel, Treebeard on Diva, Enigmatic gonna be playing, of course, Lunara. Up top, it's Blaze being played by Epic Player. This is Order of the Sleeping Dragon. Alright, so a Diva main tank played by Treebeard, not played by Shot, who played their Diablo over on map number 1, Volskaya Foundry. They're making a little switcheroo. Of course, playing very unconventional in this one. Diva, the tank, or the warrior, we should say, down in this 4-man. Up top, it's Blaze against Lili. Another very unorthodox matchup that I can guarantee you have not seen in Division S qualifying matches to this point. But I think really what's more important, probably the Diva. I think the Diva down here, I don't know, are they trolling? Which team's trolling? Defense Matrix coming out, shutting down some damage there from Tracer. Treebeard's gonna survive. And surprisingly so, Murda knows a few of the talents Diva has, Defense Matrix being one of them. I played a little bit of Overwatch, and when I did, Diva was my tank of choice. Camp invade with Treebeard low, has a bomb, he's going to try to pop it, it's going to be back in the escape path, and YOLO right inside! He's going to be down. Phoenix, I just love that. Sliding into place, and with no escape path, no warp, it's just going to be a dead Phoenix. I mean, he was right next to the epicenter of that explosion. And right where they left off in map number 1, OSD back on the board with their first kill of the game. Of course, we don't have to check who the credit on that one went to. It was Diva. 1 kill on the board for Treebeard. And he was our MVP in game number 1 on the Hanzo, leading the way with so much damage. Great stacking up for these heals from Ariel, from OSD, just knowing every time. I'm just assuming Elhaim's just calling those out on cooldown. Hey guys, stack up, I got you. And we're just going to sustain hard and heavy in this bottom lane. We'll see if CGL can get a half kill at least on Diva in this one. But so far, through all of map number 1, and to this point in map number 2, OSD is yet to lose a hero. YOLO warping out, had some poison damage on top. Diva's gonna chase a little bit of machine gun damage, and Treebeard getting the kill, hopping out of his suit, knowing he's about to die. Didn't want to give that half kill over. So, is it a mistake by Treebeard? Is the half kill worth losing your bomb in that spot? I don't know. But it is going to be a bruiser camp pick up there by CGL. Quick clear now, bottom lane by OSD, as Treebeard tries to gather up his charge on yet another mech suit. Engage coming out there from Karazim and Phoenix, but Ray playing a little back on Tracer, now going to step forward, look for damage onto Diva. Little jet boost back by Treebeard. He's going to survive. Pretty low, though, heading into this Immortal phase, which just activated. Searching for level 7 up top still is going to be Corgi Booty. Or Epic Player. Sorry, Corgi's not playing tonight. I don't know why I keep thinking Corgi's here.
I was hoping to get to see some Corgi Booty action tonight, but none. That's a half kill on D.Va, make it a kill and a half, as the first kills of the evening are on the board for CGL Black. Claps in chat for them if you're here rooting for CGL. And perfect timing as they're heading into this objective phase. They're going to be able to push halftime, but actually, the damage down bottom from OSD, I believe, yeah, a slight lead for OSD, surprisingly so, being led by, look at this right here, Nature's Calling at level 4, Enigmatic, showing why Lunara is a hero, and especially showing why he's not afraid to pull this hero out at any point. They're going to grab the first Immortal of the game. D.Va looking for some kills, but will be killed. Exchanges on Phoenix, second time in the game. Phoenix is going to fall to a mech explosion. But they do find D.Va for the second time as well. So Treebeard, the only hero of OSD to die. And it has been twice thus far.
The demon moves.
Immortal number 1, though, active top lane. And they're pushing. They're actually going to send D.Va up here with the Bruiser camp, which they timed late. Knowing they had a man disadvantage, they made the macro play. Blaze, jet propulsion in, hitting Phoenix again, but with D.Va just now showing up, no mech charge on hand. All they're going to get so far is this fort. Maybe find something on Tracer, but she's got a few little jumps forward. Keep herself alive. Immortal's down. Still a level lead. Not a talent lead this time, though. OSD going to try to push his top fort wall. Engage coming out from YOLO. Big spinning from his laser, but doesn't find a kill on D.Va. Treebeard survives. And OSD ends up getting this keep wall, and they're staying here. They still want more. Jet propulsion on 2. Treebeard almost here. Gonna charge forward, putting damage on Ice X. Johanna getting slowed tremendously by Lunara, but will be able to back up. D.Va gonna throw that mech explosion right on top of this keep, and that's gonna be enough damage to get the first keep down. We're just about 6 minutes in on this one. Phoenix used warp. You're not getting out of here. He warped right into that mess with no support from his team. Unwily play coming out from CGL Black, and with that, OSD might be looking to put their foot on the throats of CGL Black in this. Immortals still haven't been announced. They're going to play it safe. Drop on back, get D.Va some health, and play for the second Immortal of the game. But what they did in the top lane, all off the back of the first Immortal, they're looking really good heading into the second one, just now being announced. Camps on the map. There's one down bottom, which Karazim was babysitting along with that wave. See if anyone wants to get to work on the camp before this Immortal spawns, but it looks like they just want waves. Got their level 10s, those talents clicking in, leaping strikes. That is Tazdingo. Big shot. That's not Crystal Leeches, that's Resurrect from Ariel, and Bunker from Blaze. So a little bit unorthodox maybe. I think leaping strikes make sense, but the Resurrect, question mark? Damage coming on Lily. The jet propulsion missing, but Tempest staying in deep. If Epic player could have hit that, maybe a kill on Lily, but she had so much health that, you know, I'd say probably not. Pulse bomb missing from Tracer, now taking some counter damage from Lunara. No leaping strike. Enigmatic not wanting to play too risky there. D.Va now having the backup. Bunker being played by Blaze. It's going to be blasted open. Epic player getting low. Tracer without her bomb, only at 12% charge. Not going to be able to finish off a kill. And OSD, I believe, knows this, so they're going to stay in deep. Elahane putting out plenty of healing, getting the charge up from Lunara. And the second keep of the game is down 750 in. The Immortal number 2 hasn't even, like, the objective phase hasn't even been started. OSD still standing strong in here. They might end up paying. Treebeard falling low, popped out of the mech suit. D.Va trying to back up. Tracer staying on top. Treebeard now under a lot of trouble. Condemned. Hit 3 from Johanna. Damage coming out. 7-sided strike. Not enough. 5 health. I saw an Epic player. He's going to survive and epically make an escape. And no one from OSD has fallen in this match until finally we see the big play by Phoenix. But, I mean, all of that came out, and then finally a salvo at the end of it. I thought Blaze was just going to make it out, and that was it. OSD survives. But the one kill might be enough to keep CGL Black temporarily in this game. Ariel not opting to use that Resurrect. I don't know if she didn't remember she had picked it, or if she just wants to save the cooldown. Either way, CGL Black with a little bit of a lead, and OSD, even with that lead, playing aggressive on top of the enemy. Immortal charge coming out, interrupting warp on the Phoenix. YOLO in trouble now, getting slowed down by Blaze, but will back up, and OSD says just circle around this Immortal. It's down, and there it goes. It's gonna be a half shield marching down to a core that already has a catapult here. Shielding still on it. OSD should know that someone's in on this camp, and they're gonna invade this. As once that Immortal goes down, it reveals if any of these camps are still up, and OSD's here. D.Va bomb in hand, so this is going to get handed over to OSD. Even with that 7-sided strike, not enough damage to do anything to D.Va. She just pops right out of her mech, pops the bomb, grabs the camp. OSD got it. Even a kill on Tracer. Taz Dingo from Zul'jin, not going to finish off anyone else in the back end of that. Purification salvo, not enough there either. And I think that's all she wrote, with Tracer down for 10 more seconds. This Immortal on the core. OSD showing up. Epic Player's low, though. Might fall here? Alhaim, can you keep Epic Player up? I don't know. You still have that Resurrect, of course, but Karazim down. That's going to be even harder now for CGL Black. Epic Player, Epic Player, he wants to die. Resurrect coming out, 5 seconds for that. D.Va's still in here, trying to finish the job on YOLO. Not going to be able to do it. Big shot, maybe. Tribute going to miss that. Core down to 10%. And that's it, set over. OSD moving on to round number 3. Congratulations to them. A clean 2-0 match set over CGL Black. If we can look at our bracket, we'll know who they're going to play. I think we made it through that with my voice a little bit better than the first game. A little bit. But still not perfect. CGL showing up that time. 5 kills up against the 7 of OSD. Enigmatic. Lunara. You came here to see it. You came here and you saw it. Here's the talents on your screen. Before we head into a break, again, I want to give a shout out to everyone who's shown up thus far. Subs coming out from Arrow. We got plenty of follows. Appreciate all of you who are here. Let's look at our bracket before we leave, so I can prep you for what's to come. Of course, that's not going to show up on your screen, but here we go. They will be playing the winner of Proxy Nexus 2 and Skin Tight Denim. So I'm going to hang close to OSD and figure out where they're going, who they're facing. But that's going to be the matchup. Winner of Proxy Nexus 2 and Skin Tight Denim. Hang tight, because we'll be back for more Division S Qualifier number 2 for North America action when we get back. I'll put let's say a 10-minute timer up, because we did finish early. Put up a 10-minute timer, and I'll check in with you guys at that point. Hope to see you back after the break. I'm Murda. Catch me over on Twitter at MurdaRG. Slap a follow button here. Hit subscribe if you like. Or head on over to YouTube, ! YouTube, to get a link from Nightbot. And he'll send you on over. Hit me with that subscribe over there as well. I'll be back in a few, 10 minutes to be exact. You guys are beautiful, and I'll see you soon.